What? You haven't eaten for over 24 hours? Is that even safe? That's one of the most common concerns that people bring up every time we share our extended fasting experiences. Hey, how's it going, my friends? It's Dennis, your health coach over here at Low Carb Nation. Breakfast is the most important meal of the day. You must eat 3 square meals with snacks in between. Where did all these presumptions come from? There's even one where we've heard that you're supposed to eat throughout the day to make sure your metabolism stays high. Trust us, there is no science supporting these. But I digress. So in today's video, let's talk about whether or not fasting is unnatural. For this, we simply have to trace our steps back to the Paleolithic era or the pre-agricultural era. Did humans back then have access to food all the time? So cavemen had to go out and hunt for their food back then. And if they're lucky, they're able to catch their animals, and their entire tribes were able to enjoy the animal carcass along with its, including its organ meats. And if it's in season, sometimes they will enjoy some fruits here and there as well. So what happens when they don't catch their animals? It's not like cavemen had refrigerators back then. They cannot simply hunt down an animal and save the rest that they are unable to finish or unable to finish eating and put it in the fridge and bring it out when they want to eat it. So what happens when cavemen didn't have food? Well, they simply fasted. Imagine if the human biology is so lousy and so poor that back then when humans didn't have food, they would simply just keel over and die in their caves. This is what we call the concept of feast and famine. So there are periods of food, there are periods where people thrive, have food, and there are periods where they are unable to find food and they fasted. However, in modern times, carbohydrates are often eaten in excess. So when you eat excess carbohydrates, the glucose gets converted into body fats and stored. And where is it stored? Normally in the abdominal region. So the body is very, very smart. The first place where it will store fats is the abdominal region because it's the center of gravity in your body where you're still able to move when there's excess weight around your belly section. Now, these excess body fats that we store around our midsection is meant to be a backup source of energy when food isn't readily available. Fortunately or unfortunately, food is so easily accessible right now. We have a tendency to just continue to graze and eat throughout the day. Now, because of this, the body simply doesn't have a chance to tap into our fat reserves because when you're eating carbohydrates, it's a short-term energy fuel source, and when your body burns through what you've just eaten, it's simply looking for that next dose of glucose. So to rediscover health is really not that complicated. We have to trace our steps back to how our ancestors used to live. Remember, humans didn't always have access to food, and when we didn't have access to food, we fasted, and then the body is able to tap into our fat reserves and use that for energy. So rest assured, fasting is totally safe and it's just a forgotten art. And there's a reason why almost all religions encourage fasting from time to time. So there are a lot of caveats behind how to fast easily and successfully. One of it is to make sure that you are keto adapted or fat adapted. We talked about this briefly in an old video that you can check out. So it's about why some people who are still on a standard diet and when they try to fast, they will struggle. So for more tips, tricks, and hacks on keto, low carb, and intermittent fasting, I want to make sure you guys know about our personalized coaching program that we offer. So it has everything, all the ins and outs, list of allowable foods, and if you want us to guide you through keto or low carb in a way that's structured, make sure to drop us a DM and we can talk more. Thanks for watching. Stay happy, stay healthy. I'll see you guys in the next one.